Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Panthers going up against the Rams.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Los Angeles Rams. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So this defense clicking early in the year, Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And some room to roam now. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a handoff looking right. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Hansen. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 59 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a handoff looking right. Space to maneuver at the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 36 yards. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he slipped right by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempts. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's man. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now gone. Throw left side complete. It's man. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, gone. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play action. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down, goal to go from the 6. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down. It's Curtis, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st down, it's gone. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A swing pass caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 62 yards. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe pump up the pace. Maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, Newton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dominique Easley able to drop him for a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Andrew Billings coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he is knocked down from the side near the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead will shrink to 6. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second down following the run. Another carry now for Gurley. And some room to maneuver. Pass the Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 41 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to go for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. His pass caught at the 4. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 24-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard around the 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for L.A., they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Legging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramonovic. Sorry, homie, you know we done friends off of politics. Politics never get to see who really running. Now you know who running.